All right. Rail fanning adventures, Ashland, Nebraska, on the BNSF Heartland Division. And the first train of the day. Looks like it's going to be an eastbound loaded coal drag. Yep, eastbound loaded coal drag. Max. This train is going to Mid-America and Council Bluffs. This train has a twin with the same cars that goes to OPPD on the north side of Omaha. There's one right now being unloaded. Again, it's OPPD, and this one I'm 90% sure is going to Mid-American Council Bluffs. Loaded in the Powder River Basin, full of coal, heading east on the BNSF Heartland Division. Rear DPUs are coming. Should be two on the back end. There's usually two up front and two on the back end, and they just reverse right out. Especially at the one at OPPD in North Omaha. Here they are. Pacers pushing that coal east on its way to Council Bluffs, Iowa. All right, so a quick lesson in Ashland, Nebraska. That bridge and that diamond right there is the Omaha sub. It's how BNSF gets to Omaha, Nebraska, into the yard there. I think it's Gibson Yard. And that's how it goes. Down that track there, it's a single track with passing sidings. And then that track right there is the eastern leg of the Y here. And those signals right there are where the two tracks come together, in eastern and western legs of the Y. And that is BNSF's Sioux City sub, which as of right now, there is a train sitting. It looks like he's pushing cars. There's the train. It looks like he's putting the Tillings cars into the cement factory over there, which is right on the other side of the creek there. There is a bridge there, right there. And the Omaha sub also has a bridge over the Platte. There's a creek here. That's the bridge, and that is the signals. And as you can see, there is a headlight there on the Sioux City sub. I believe the local at Hobson is working the cement factory, which is on that side of the creek right there. There's a big cement mine and plant there. Rail Fanning Adventures, Ashland, Nebraska. Alright, March 3rd, 2023, Ashland, Nebraska. And the local is now coming south on the Sioux City sub, heading to the Heartland Division after working the concrete mine and plant on the other side of the creek there. This is local power out of Hobson Yard. Heading back. Actually, I don't know if this is at a Hobson Yard. This could be the power from Fremont. It very well could be the power from Fremont. They do run Fremont to Hobson, so it's pretty cool. Local power heading south. Gonna swing west and head over to Hobson now. Actually, those are the engines from Fremont, Nebraska. I got pictures of them yesterday. Whole lot of train for them little engines, a lot of weight. So these Tillings cars are probably what they just picked up from the cement factory on the other side of the creek there. And the rest of these cars are from Fremont. That's the Fremont turn, ain't it? I thought so. He just picked up all this stuff at that concrete place. Yeah, I actually saw UP push those the I-beams into the lumber yard in Fremont yesterday. They had them on, and that string right there was sitting in front of the co-op. You ever been to Fremont?
Yeah.
All right, so the building that when you're in between UP and BNSF, right next to the BNSF maintenance way station.
Yeah.
Right, that whole string right there was sitting on the track on the siding there.
Okay.
And they had hoses from the cars into the building there, and the guy was banging on it with a hammer to get the stuff out the bottom. So I can't believe how fast they got them. All them I-beams were loaded. So I seen UP bring them over, then BNSF grabbed them, brought them on their side. And they stored them there, and then UP later on in the afternoon, the local went over on BNS side, took them back, and then ran over that other diamond that's in Fremont to get to that lumber yard.
Okay.
I was like, wow.
Turn normally run?
The local there for UP, all day long.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime.
Go up there?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see him there because he
He came down with just from those tanks there, to the cars there. That's all Fremont. From those tanks there to the back end of the train.
Well, the rest of that's
All right, March 3rd, Ashland, Nebraska. And coming out of Omaha is the empty coal drag from OPPD plant in North Omaha. And ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 Executive Greinsteins on this. Or 1. No, 2. This was the one that they're unloading. Rail Training Adventures, Ashland, Nebraska. Train coming around the curve and over the bridge back down that. That's the Omaha division. It's the Omaha division. Rail Training Adventures, Ashland, Nebraska. Last unit's an Executive Greinstein. Awesome. Awesome. 3 Executive Greinstein 70 mags. Heading west now. Going to the Powder River Basin to get reloaded. Another one at Omaha. So, another Mid-America. It's Mid-America. Why is he coming this way? They must be working on the tracks between Pacific Junction. They're routing them up that.
I live on the Omaha side, and it's never this busy.
Right. They're routing the round side. I didn't hear anything about any derailment, so it's got to be like maintenance or something. They're just routing. Because there's stuff heading east this way. Again, this is an empty coal drag coming out of Omaha, which is weird. Got two on the back end.
I'm surprised how clean these are. These must be newer cars.
The Mid-America's got the hose rack when they come out, the loop. They spray in and the sides. Oh. Yeah, this should have been on the Heartland division, not the Omaha. It should have been coming this way on this line. But that would explain that green.
Oh yeah, it would. Look at that door. Let's cut that door off. Oh, that's the door someone's demonstrating it. Look at that.
Which one of those didn't belong? All right, ladies and gentlemen, March 3rd, Ashland, Nebraska, railfan adventures, eastbound pull drag.
Must be cranes out here.
Shocking. Another Executive Greinstein. Well, that's number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5, ladies and gentlemen. 5 Executive Greinsteins today. WSCX, CPOX, JSCX, WSCX are your reporting marks. Coal heading east on the Heartland Division here in Ashland, Nebraska. Five trains that I got here. This is number 5. There's got to be maintenance away out in the line because he's crawling. That's probably why they rerouted them trains. Five Executive Greinsteins today. 5 Executive Greinsteins. We had kind of glad I came to Ashland today, and that's why I come to Ashland, because you get to see heritage units going by and a lot of coal. Coal drags are my favorite. And what do we got on the rear here? Acer. 5 Executive Greinsteins today. All right, March 3rd, Ashland, Nebraska, railfan adventures, westbound. Oh, and it's a manifest. Conrail bottom. Gary Railways. Here you go, here's a BNSF tank car. Another one. They do exist. I never get those cars in O-scope because I never see them. I just saw 4 of them. I mean, Procar, Gargill, GATX, TILX, yeah. But you never see a railroad tank car. The other day I put a CBQ maintenance away hopper. CBQ reporting mark with the MOW under it. Santa Fe. Aha!
Ashland, Nebraska. Some cool fallen flag carves in there. Alright, March 3rd, Ashland, Nebraska. This is the Fremont intermodal train. I don't know what else to call it. Fremont stag train. Fremont to Hobson, then back to Chicago. I think there's one that also goes down to Texas for some reason. Like Galveston, Texas or something. It gets loaded by boat there. It's a strange train. Then the only other stag train that comes out on the Heartland division is the one from IAIS that BNSF picks up that 29th Street yard and runs that west, and I think it goes south on the St. Joseph. I want to say it goes down to like Louisiana or.
Yeah, there was a mixed pig and container train they come through sometimes.
Going west.
No, usually they go east. I've never seen it go west. I've only seen it go east.
Then it's got to be this one going east.
Are there trailers on this too?
No, it's all pigs. It's all pigs. The one that you're talking about, I think, is the one that comes from IAIS. It goes on. It comes.
I see it's a mix of domestic containers
and then trailers.
There's the trailers, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely. It goes to the East Coast because it's Mediterranean boxes. Yeah. I know this one. One of them runs from Fremont to Hobson. They spin the power around and then they send it east. But I don't know where it goes back east. I mean, it could go to Chicago, and then either CSX takes it, Baltimore, or Charleston, or NS will take it up to the port of Newark, depending on where it's going, or CSX, because they both go there. Equal split. They equally split up Conrail back east. But it's a weird train.
Yeah, especially make that much traffic out of Fremont.
Just go drive next to the yard. There's 6 stub tracks that so the train comes in on the long passing there, just north of Fremont. Then they shove one chunk in, another chunk in, another chunk in, and then and that's it. So the train that replaced this one is probably sitting up there on the siding, just above it, the way they do it. So the loaded one will get made and come out and go to Hobson or south, wherever it goes, and then they just put the new one in there, and then they unload and load. But a lot of these boxes, like the food boxes and stuff, is all stuff from the local slaughterhouses and everything. So like the trucks, you'll see the trucks going from Fremont at the slaughterhouses, those reefer units, directly into that rail yard, and then they get lifted off the truck and put on the train. And they offload stuff there too. It's weird. It's a weird operation. And they made the yard bigger so they can fit more. Like before, they could only take 40-foot well cars. Now they got tracks where they could put 53s on. And they bought all of the machines to offload the containers are all from NS. They're all Norfolk and Southern's equipment.
That's nice.
The kid I used to work with, Brandon, that worked at RailServe for a little bit, said that they're going to be putting in one of them overhead cranes so that they can, some of the tracks in the middle, right now they have to basically move, they'll empty and load a string, pull it out, and then move the next one over and then put the other one in, that they're just going to be able to pull it out to the sides instead of having to move trains to get to the boxes. So, and they extend the rail for the concrete plant there. So the concrete company here sends powder and stuff to Fremont now by rail.
like the local comes down here, picks up a string, and takes it right to the concrete place there. It's the same company.
Yeah, it's all
Like,
Western.
yeah, this is like the mine or something here,
Yeah.
and that's like the processing plant there.
Yeah, because they have another facility in Lincoln
Mm-hmm.
that did all the precast function. I haul it there.
Yeah, there was flatbed trucks taking that precast stuff from Lincoln and putting it on flat cars for CN in Council Bluffs.
Yeah, we did that. Western Flatbed Express, and we did that.
Yeah,
It was going down to Louisiana.
yeah, there was like bridge sections or
Yep.
something.
So
Yeah,
we did hundreds of them.
yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And it was cool because they were loading them on old Illinois
I see
Central
flatbed,
flatbed
yeah.
cars. Yep.
Oh, the Duke.
Hey, what is that at the end for the rear DPU?
The
pumpkin?
B&B.
Or H1 paint, the green and orange? They're not the Great Northern.
Their best paints, in my opinion.
I like the green and orange. You still see it? Still out there?
Every once in a while.
I was shocked the other day. I saw a Dash 8. Almost fell over.
Oh, the 580, the one they have left.
Yeah. I almost fell over. I couldn't believe it. It went by. I was like, dude, that was a Dash 8.
Yep. Not the H2.
Nah. The 5167.
Yep.
At some point, I have to go through my archive. I've been doing this for so long, and actually make a list of all the engines I've seen and have pictures of. It's going to be pages. Oh my God, yeah. I've been doing this since 2016. God, I feel old. I hate shooting in the sun here. That's the only problem with Ashland. In the afternoon when it gets hot and heavy, the sun's right there.
At least during the summer, I'll be over there somewhere.
Uh-huh. It's kind of out of the way. But it does make for... All right, March... Hello, everyone. March 3rd, 2023, Ashland, Nebraska. Heading north now on the Sioux City sub. And unfortunately, the sun is not going to cooperate. But we have a unit train filter. So, sun is so bright. Let's see if we get it over here. Here we go. There we go. Looks like a unit train of corn, grain, heading north. Coming off the Heartland Division on the western leg of the Y and swinging north onto the Sioux City sub. Railfan Adventures, Ashland, Nebraska. All right, March 3rd, Ashland, Nebraska. Here comes a westbound.
end of it. Oh man, Santa Fe. Wow. Just caught a bunch of Santa Fe coal porters. Wow. Still running the rails. That was some cool, they were some cool cars. I'm glad I caught them. That was a string of Santa Fe coal porters. Wow. Pretty cool. Burlington Northerns. Being a gondola. Railfanning Adventures, Ashland, Nebraska. Alright, March 3rd. Ashland, Nebraska on the BNSF Creston sub. Heartland Division. This is a westbound. It's got a yellow over red. Limited approach. It looks like it's going to be an empty coal drag, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. RWSX. Empty coal drag. Heading west. Made a slight mistake earlier on the manifest that was heading west just before this one. Those were not Santa Fe coal porters, they were ballast cars. There's my correction. Another giant coal drag. Coal is king on the Creston sub, that is for sure. These trains roll west, through Hobson Yard, onto the Sandhill Division, out to the Powder River Basin, where they get loaded in the mines and come back. Oh, it's a mega. Yep, it's a mega. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have another Executive Greinstein. This is number 4 or 5 today. Oh, wow. And their heritage unit just went by. And the second half, another coal drag. Empty coal drag. Oh, it's a mega coal drag. 2 trains into 1. Reporting mark is RWSX. The mid-train DPU on this was the Heritage, BNSF's Heritage unit. And surprisingly, no rear DPUs on this. Railfan Adventures, Ashland.